Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into Root Beads Tarot. This is Seven Godaloo, back with another reading for the collective. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in and see what you need to know right now. And see the channel messages, what you need to know right now. Something is significant about solar lights, like the outside lights that automatically like light up outside, or you know those little outside lights that are around people's houses so they can see when they come through the driveway and things of that nature. Yeah, some sort of solar lights are significant. Okay. Let's see, some sort of monument. This can be some sort of monument where it is made of stone, gray stone, and it has green like leaves or debris, green debris on it. Something about a church, something about a church, something about a church. I'm saying something about a church is significant. Okay. Yeah, something about a church. This church may be, there may be like a church, an old temple, a really old temple church. Okay. A really old temple church. Something significant about Asia. Okay, something significant about a swan, but something is going on inside of a church. There's something inside of a church. Yeah, this is like a peace temple or something like that. It's like a temple, peace temple, where people like bring up their ancestors or something like that. Something about a graveyard. People may be like calling on their ancestors. I see roses. Okay. Roses, something about a bear. A bear with a fire hat. I don't know what that's about. Fire, like, you know, like firefighters. But something significant about this church. A swan is significant. Okay. Yeah, there's some sort of graffiti on a brick wall. But definitely China. Something about red and gold dress with China. Something about a red and gold dress with China. Something about a metal necklace. Like, you know those necklaces that you win when you do like metal, like Olympics or something like that? They give them the medals or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so let's get into it. There may be something going on with the church for sure. Okay. Let's get into it and see what we need to know at this time. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know at this time? Yeah, something about a child getting off of a bike or something like that. Let's see. What do we need to know about this at this time with this? What do we need to know at this time with this? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Alrighty, yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see, what do you need to know right now at this time with this church? Something's going on in some sort of church or something like that. Let's see, let's get a 3-card spread. Something is going on within a church or something like that. Something about a church, okay? Okay, so we have Broke A. Okay, this card is not even supposed to be up in here. This card, we have the King of Swords. So we have Broke A. We have the King of Swords. Then we have Legal. Damn. Let's see what the hell's going on. This is about a church, you guys. This is some sort of church or some shit like that. Okay, it's a church or a temple. Or a temple. But either way, it's like a church to somebody, right? You know, like when in Asia, I don't know if they have like churches or temples. I don't know the tradition, but it's like some sort of church and a temple or something like that. Something about some sort of rituals, but a church is significant. That's what we're talking about right now. Some sort of church. Let's see. What's Broke A? What's Broke A? Yeah, something about a piggy bank. What the hell? Something about a bear. Something about a bear. I keep saying that. A bear. I don't even, like, what's that about? Something about a bear. This could be like, yeah, this could be Asia. This could be like a panda or something. Yeah, panda, bear. So this something going on. Something Asia and a church is significant. Let's see. What's Broke A? Let's see. Somebody is manipulative or somebody is is manipulating something here. Okay, somebody is manipulating. Some sort of feminine is like doing something for a hustle. So this feminine may not have any money. They're doing something for a hustle. Okay, there's some sort of manipulation. What is this King of Cups? Yeah, somebody is manipulative and breaking down. What is this King of Swords in reverse? Somebody's breaking down some sort of speech. Yeah, what is this Ten of Cups? Somebody's trying to break down some sort of speech. Yeah, somebody is, what's this Queen of Wands? Why is this Queen of Wands in reverse? Yeah, somebody is just getting money. So somebody's breaking down some sort of speech or breaking down over the truth. Like somebody's hearing some sort of truth or something like that. Okay. And hold on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was about to say thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, somebody is breaking down because of some sort of truth that was spoken about a lot of money being lost. And that's somebody's karma. A lot of money is being lost because somebody may have been like tricking off with the church's money or something like that, or giving some sort of money to some sort of 304 or something like that. Clarifying the Queen of Wands, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. Somebody lost a lot of, the truth is someone lost a lot of money because they were giving money to some sort of 304 here. Okay. This truth may be spoken and someone is like breaking down over this truth. This could be this Queen of Cups that's breaking down because perhaps a pastor or something like that, or some sort of masculine has given some sort of money to some sort of 304. Let me put this down a little bit. Giving some sort of money to some sort of 304. That's what we have broke A. This masculine may have lost a lot of money or been given a lot of money to some sort of 304. We have the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups right here. So this Queen of Cups could have been in a family with this King of Cups. They may be like church going people or something like that. Okay. What is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, somebody feels like they screwed somebody over a million times and they lost everything. So somebody was doing some sort of hustle. What's this King of Pentacles in reverse? There's some sort of hustle. This King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles lost everything because this Queen of Pentacles is in court. And they're going to lose everything. Let's see. Is this King of Pentacles and King of Cups the same person? Yeah. Somebody is like planning. What's this Temperance? Someone is like planning to go against this King of Cups. Somebody's trying to like defend themselves toward this 304, or they're doing some sort of get back. So this wife, somebody's been spending perhaps the church's money. I'm getting, let's see. With the church's money, yeah. This is some sort of news that somebody's going to lose everything and there's nothing that someone can do about it. Okay. This King of Pentacles is going to lose everything. That's why this King of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay. This King of Cups, there's some sort of manipulation here. Okay. And someone is breaking down after something that they heard. What did they hear? What is this Eight of Swords? What did they hear? They heard that someone went into a direction of a 304, and that's why they don't have some sort of money. Someone spent a lot of money on 304s. Somebody spent a lot of money on 304s. What is this Ten of Cups? Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, this family is finding out the truth. This family is finding out the truth that about some sort of spending, about where the money is going, and someone is secretly in court. This feminine is secretly in court. Okay, what is this Queen of Cups? Yeah, somebody is like burnt out. Somebody doesn't want any drama. They're trying to act like they're a good person. What is this Queen of Cups? Yeah, somebody is burnt. Somebody doesn't want no drama. Yeah, somebody is like currently with some sort of 304. Somebody's getting some sort of karma because of court. Somebody's getting some sort of karma because of court. Somebody is burnt out. They don't want no drama. Oh, yeah. So this is being found out that a masculine is spending money on some sort of 304s. Okay, it's being found out that a masculine is spending some sort of money on some sort of 304, some sort of promiscuous energy, and they're going broke, and they're being sued for spending some sort of money on some sort of 304s. What is this King of Swords? Yeah, somebody put it together. Somebody put this together that someone doesn't have any money. Someone put together that someone doesn't have any money. What's this Eight of Pentacles? What's this Eight of Pentacles? Somebody is watching. Yeah, somebody watched this masculine. So somebody calculated the funds or something like that. Possibly of this church I'm getting. Somebody calculated some sort of funds. And they were looking to where their funds was going to. Or something like that. And they found out that the funds were going. They found out the truth. It's like they were doing some sort of research here. Okay. And they found out some sort of truth to where some sort of funds were going to. All right. They pulled together why somebody didn't have any money. They pulled together the truth with clarifying this king, the truth about some sort of family. Yeah, some sort of family hustle. Somebody's finding out the truth about some sort of family hustle. Some sort of family hustle. So this family, yeah, someone is hearing something. You're going to hear something about this church or something like that. Or you're going to hear something about this family in church or something like that, okay? Take out how it resonates. You're going to hear something about some sort of church or something like that. About some sort of family hustle. Some sort of family hustle. So this Queen of Pentacles isn't the wife. This Queen of Pentacles is someone else that's taking this family to court. So you have this Queen of Cups that we're seeing and the King of Cups. They're some sort of couple. They're a couple, right? And they're being found out about how they get money and where they spend their money. Their money is being tracked. And there's some sort of family hustle that they have going on in the church or something like that. Yep, going on in a church, okay? And you're going to hear about this. You're going to hear about it. The hangman, you see how they have the little ear? This is my listening active ear card. You're going to hear about this institution here. Okay, you're going to hear about this institution or this church here, okay, about some sort of family hustle that they have. What's this Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse? What's this Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, someone is in some sort of illusion. What is their family hustle? Let's see, what is it? What is their family hustle? Their family hustle is to have, like, new beginnings. Somebody's going crazy about some sort of ending, new beginnings, and their family hustle is someone having some sort of new beginning and going crazy to death. What the hell? Somebody in some sort of illusion, going crazy and death. What is the Fool? Let's see. What is this? Somebody is... What? Hold on, guys. What is this? Wow. Let's see. What is this? Ace of Wands. Let's see. Somebody doesn't know if somebody's with some sort of younger energy or something like that. Somebody's going to lose everything. this in a long-term relationship. Somebody doesn't know if this is a side note, somebody doesn't know if somebody's been with some sort of young energy, or like somebody who's younger. And this church, somebody's hearing, somebody's going crazy. There's a lot of shit that's in court about this church. Somebody may be like messing around with younger energies. Somebody may be like breaking their vows, and they may be liking the same sex. What is death? There's a lot of shit coming out in court about what this church does with their money and all these side hustles and shit like that this church does. Something's gonna end. Something fraudulent that this church is doing is ending. So I'm getting somebody doesn't know in court if somebody's messing around with some sort of younger energy. Somebody also doesn't know if somebody's bi or gay or something like that. And in court. But let's see. Let me see what this family hustle is. Let me see what this family hustle is. Let's see. I see some sort of home. I see a microphone. I see umbrellas. Some people carrying umbrellas, a microphone, a tent or something. Let's see. What is that? Yeah, some sort of tent, some sort of like, you know how like people do like celebrations at the church, like events. Yeah, I'm seeing like events, like tents, like white tents outside, like events and stuff like that. Let's see. I don't know what I'm looking at. Let's see. What is their hustle, this family hustle? What is this family hustle? Family hustle. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, but something is coming out. It's like whatever this family does to get money is coming out. What is it? What is this Knight of Wands in reverse, though? Somebody's going crazy about their marriage or something like that. Yeah, about what's being said in someone's marriage. Somebody is going crazy about what's being said in someone's marriage. So this is coming up in court, okay? What's being said in this masculine's marriage? This masculine is married. This pastor or some shit like that is married. And whatever is being said, somebody's going crazy about what's being said about this pastor. What is this Knight of Wands? Who's going crazy? Yeah, someone is like trying to come up against this pastor in court. So this pastor is being sued. This feminine is saying something about this pastor in court. They're being like, because somebody's thinking about their money. Yeah, somebody was fake. Somebody is fake. So news is coming out that this pastor is fake or something like that. This entire time, this pastor was like spending money for a long time. This is happening right now. This pastor lost a lot of money. And this pastor is currently in a relationship. Or let's see. Where's this? What is this? Yeah, this pastor. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Try to play people like they're slow. They were like manipulating why they lost a lot of money. Lying as to why they lost a lot of money. This pastor's lying as to why they lost a lot of money. They're thinking about leaving. What is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? It's being broken down. How that this pastor was trying to come out of poverty. It's being broken down. So this pastor's finances are being broken down. Somebody's thinking about getting some sort of win in court. So basically this pastor spent some sort of church's money incorrectly here. And this feminine is like speaking out in court about it. Okay, what this pastor did with some sort of money. Somebody is going crazy. This person is like going crazy, like, oh my God. Because this pastor is like going crazy, like, oh my God, I can't believe that there's a legal case against me or something like that. What is legal? Some sort of relationship. Somebody is like putting together. What's legal? Pulling together some sort of relationship with some sort of third party in court. And that's this pastor's karma, because this pastor was being like a snake or something like that, and was like breaking people's hearts. So there can be like a third party in court going against this pastor. Yeah, they're pulling together things in court. I'm sorry, guys, I can't see exactly what they did. Yeah. And this pastor was like married or some bullshit like that. Yeah, there's some sort of church. Yeah, look, there's some sort of church here. There's some sort of secrets. What's this high priestess? Ooh. What's this high priestess? Somebody is like going up against some sort of family. Somebody's secretly going up against some sort of family. What is this? The Fool? Somebody thought they were going to have a new beginning, but they have like an ending, but it ended. What is the Fool? Somebody lost a lot of money. Somebody's worried here. What's this Death? Hold on, guys. Too many. What is this Death? Something ended because it's some sort of 304. This pastor was like giving money to some sort of prostitutes or something like that, or paying for prostitutes or something like that. What is everything is fine? Ooh, shit. These cards keep slipping. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, look, some sort of hustle. Somebody was in some sort of illusion about how some sort of money was being gotten, or some sort of illusion about some sort of hustle. Somebody put somebody in some sort of illusion. What is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Shit. Yeah, somebody is like fake. What the hell? Somebody is fake about how they get their money. Somebody is like doing some sort of fraud. There's some sort of fraud. There's some sort of fraud here. Or somebody's doing something fraudulent to come out of poverty. Why is this the Seven of Swords in reverse, though? Why is this the Seven of Swords in reverse? Somebody is fake in the past. Somebody is in some sort of illusion in the past. Something went into another direction in the past. Somebody was in some sort of illusion. I keep getting somebody is saying, this feminine is saying they're in some sort of illusion as to how this church made their money or something like that, or where this church's money went to. Something about somebody paying for some sort of prostitutes or something like that with the church's money. That's basically what's happening. Somebody's paying for some sort of prostitutes or something like that with this church's money. Somebody's taking this church to court, or this masculine to court, because there's a lot of things that are coming out about this pastor in court. Okay, let's see. Why do you need to know this? Why do you need to know this? Why is this significant for you? Yeah, this pastor may like apologize or something like that and leave town or some bullshit like that. Let's see. Why do you need to know this? Why do you need to know this? The watcher that's watching. Yeah, somebody may not can like get out of town. Someone is fighting against this pastor. I'm telling you, somebody's fighting against some sort of pastor or something like that. Let's see. What is travel? It's gonna be exposed. Some sort of travel is going to be exposed to you. What is girl fight? What is girl fight? Yeah, somebody don't give a F. Somebody doesn't care to fight in court against this pastor. Somebody is fighting in court against this pastor for holding on to money, or about where their money has gone. So, you know how they pay tithes and shit like that in court? Yeah, somebody's defeated. Somebody wants to defeat somebody and leave this pastor broke. They found out this pastor was paying for prostitutes. That's what the church money was going toward, or some bullshit like that. And now people are like suing the church or something like that, because that's where their money is going, towards some sort of prostitutes, basically. is what's happening here. What is conflict resolution? These cards keep like coming out of my hands accidentally. Really, they are. Yeah, somebody like manipulated. Look, this it landed on legal. This pastor is manipulating a church of where they're putting their money, where they're investing their money. They're manipulating them. So what's conflict resolution? So everything's being resolved. Conflict resolution is a lie. There's a fight. There's some sort of fight in the church here because this pastor is lying about where they're putting their money. What's played out? Yeah, this pastor is like played out. Yep, this is the pastor. Played out. Look, going through bad karma. The truth is this pastor is played out and going through bad karma. So you may go to church or some shit like that, or you may know about this pastor. You may know of this pastor. Something like that is happening here to where you're about to find out this pastor is putting their money towards some sort of streetwalkers or something like that. This is about to come out. This pastor is being sued because everybody's like, I'm just got two people that's suing this pastor. This Queen of Wands upright. Remember, the Queen of Wands reverse was the prostitutes or the promiscuous people that the pastor was messing with. The Queen of Wands upright is a totally different person. There is two women so far that are suing this pastor in legal and court here, fighting this pastor because they want some sort of resolution because this pastor is played out. This pastor can't even run anywhere because they don't have no money, but they're going through like legalities to where they're trying to take this pastor's money here is what I'm getting, because this travel came under broke A. Okay. And it was also clarified by, if you run it back, this pastor was laying on top of broke A. This pastor doesn't have any money because they're having to do legalities here. They have evidence that this pastor is with how this pastor is spending the church's money. Okay, there's going to be evidence of how this pastor is spending this church's money. Okay, this pastor may be bankrupt. Okay, you may have found on to this, or somebody may gotten some sort of epiphany or something like that this pastor's like really lustful. Okay, it raised some sort of red flags. Okay, somebody is like really intuitive. Okay, something about somebody's really intuitive and somebody's winning. Okay, somebody is damaged or something like that. Somebody's on the rise. Somebody may try to harm someone who's on the rise or something like that. Yeah, I don't know where this is going here. I don't know why. This may be significant. Something about a fighter. Yeah, a fighter. Somebody is like fighting. So they want to like fight this pastor or something like that. Something about China, red and gold, Chinese dress or China dress. Okay. Yeah, something about a ceremony. Somebody's getting like some sort of medal or necklace, medal or something like that. Okay. Yeah, something about a yellow painting with homes on the yellow painting. Okay, somebody's wiping a shelf down, like wiping a shelf down. Something about a gas station. Yeah, this church. So this church is being looked into by like officials as well. Somebody may smoke cigarettes. Something about somebody wearing an all-white drape. So somebody may actually be into some sort of spirituality in this church that you may not know of too. Yeah, that's what's going on. There's some sort of rituals in this church that you may not know of. Let's see, let's get something on the rituals in this church, because I'm seeing somebody like in an all-white drape or something like that. All-white drape. There's some sort of tea. We got tea. Wasting time. What's this rituals in a church? Something about somebody hates somebody's spirituality. Kissing A. Hold on, y'all. Let me put these other ones up. Hold on, I don't want to make this video long, so let me just cut it to the chase here. Somebody, this pastor or something like that, was spiritual. Yeah. So this person that's taking somebody to court may be spiritual. The woman that's taking this pastor to court Yeah, they found out this pastor's a liar because somebody went to like some sort of spiritual reader, or somebody in this church is highly spiritual or something like that, or somebody is as a spiritualist. Whoever's taking this pastor to court is highly spiritual or something like that. And they found out this pastor's lies. What's kissing A? Yeah, they found out this pastor's lies. Something about some spirituality. Yeah, somebody's trying to kiss, this pastor's trying to kiss this feminine's butt because they know they're going to lose a lot of money because they've been watching this pastor for a long time or something like that. They've been watching this pastor for a long time. So they got receipts on this pastor. This pastor is thinking like they got like 1, 2 like instances where they done paid for play or something like that. But no, they got hella receipts on this pastor. What's sipping tea? They've been watching this pastor for a long time. Somebody gave some sort of tip. Somebody gave some sort of tip. What is spiritual sipping tea? Sorry, I said spiritual sipping tea. Somebody gave some sort of tip about some sort of this pastor's relationship, and somebody started watching this pastor. And somebody started watching this pastor. What's sipping tea? Yeah, somebody gave somebody some sort of tip about this pastor having some sort of relationship with someone. And then that's what brought this pastor to be looked at, because somebody gave some sort of tip. Yeah, somebody gave some sort of information. Somebody is watching this pastor, and somebody giving somebody some sort of information that this pastor was a good person, so they didn't look into it. So previously, this pastor somebody gave a tip about this pastor, like, hey, this pastor does this pastor's, married, but they're actually dating, let's just say, Charlie. They're dating, some feminine named Charlie, right? This pastor's dating some sort of feminine named Charlie. And whoever given this information, hey, let me tell you about your pastor. Your pastor's dating so-and-so, Charlie or whatever, right? They didn't look into it because they were like, no, this pastor's a good person. So they looked at them, and they're in some sort of sorrow here. Somebody gave somebody a tip. Whoever they gave that tip to looked at this pastor, but they were told, or they saw that this pastor was like really nice, so they stopped looking into this pastor. But somebody spiritual looked into this pastor, and they seen that this pastor lies about where they put their money. Okay, something like that. Some sort of spiritualist looked into it. Okay. What's sipping tea? Yeah. So they were like gossiping about this pastor. They were gossiping about this pastor. Something about minors or something like that. Like this pastor is going to court for messing around with young energies and messing around with some sort of 304. That's how it fell. Like this. Messing around with some sort of jumped on top of justice, messing around. So this pastor may mess around with younger people, also some sort of 304s or some sort of Osteroots. I already said it through the whole damn video, but Osteroots or something like that. That's what this pastor is going to court for. And whoever have given them that tip, they're in regret. They're like, damn, I should have listened when so-and-so gave me that tip. Damn, I should have looked a little bit harder into the situation when so-and-so told me that this is what this pastor was doing. So somebody already got this tea. They already got this tea on this pastor, but they didn't do anything with it because they looked at them. They're like, no, this pastor looks like a great person, so let me not say anything. Let me not do anything. But somebody's been watching this pastor for a long time. Let's see, what is kissing A? Somebody's been watching this pastor but somebody else was secretly watching this pastor for a long time. Yeah, someone else was secretly watching this pastor for a long time, and they went to some sort of spiritualist as well, or somebody became some sort of spiritualist or something like that. Something about some sort of robe. See how this person got some sort of drape on, this like robe, this white drape. That's what I was talking about. Somebody was like, maybe they worked with some sort of spiritualist, and they asked about this pastor or something like that, because whoever told, there was something about this, this pastor, some sort of new beginning. Yeah, somebody gave somebody some sort of tip here. Somebody gave somebody some sort of tip. There was another person that gave that. Hold on, guys. Gemini. Somebody gave some sort of tip about this pastor. Somebody like forced. Somebody rushed in grief and sorrow and wanted to detach from this pastor because this pastor was like, the way this pastor was handling their money. When somebody found out about some sort of minor, that's when somebody started going crazy. Or somebody found out about some sort of child, maybe this mother, because I'm getting this mother and this child was together in the beginning. This mother and child was together. Who is this? Hold on. Who is this Queen of Swords? This Queen of Swords goes to this church. I'm telling you, and somebody was like having some sort of sexy time for some sort of money or spending some sort of money. Somebody has some sort of hustle or something like that. Somebody has some sort of hustle. So somebody went to some sort of spiritualist. Somebody was in some sort of church. So somebody told on this pastor about what they do from that they pay and that they also pay for play. They also may be with some sort of minors, and this pastor is being sued. Okay, you're gonna hear about this. All right, this may be a church that you go to. This may be a church that you know about. Something to that equivalent here is what I'm getting. Something about some sort of church. This may be really a church that you go to, because you're gonna hear about this. Okay, which just shit like this really happens a lot, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not saying that it's a good thing, or I'm not saying that, you know, oh, this happens a lot, don't worry about. No, I'm just saying like this type of shit, you know, in these churches and shit like that, that stuff like that happens a lot. Yeah, there's some sort of scandal, there's some sort of karmic. Yeah, this church is horrible, bro. This church is horrible. They were like, even though they looked at that pastor and they seen that this pastor was being judged for something or something like that, it's like they still didn't do anything about it. There was this one woman who gave them some sort of tip, and then this woman went to some sort of spiritualist, and they seen more shit that was happening. So that's why they went to court, because they went to the church first. The church ain't do nothing about it. Oh, the pastor looks good. Da, da, da. Now they're taking their ass to court. So this pastor is being sued for messing around with younger energies and for putting their money somewhere that it's not supposed to be. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.